car talk more often and just, you know, create videos talking about my life, talking about things, because I am married, a mom. I'm a pastor's kid. Like, any one of you out there a pastor kid, you know, all the stereotypes that go with being a pastor's child, or, you know, your parent in deep into the church and all that kind of stuff. That's my life. Grew up in a church. My grandmother started a church in her garage. She started a church, and it internally grew. It grew. It wasn't a large, what do you call those? Why am I drawing a blank? Mega church. It wasn't a large mega church. It was, you know, a decent sized church, been started from the ground. But yeah, so my grandmother started as a pastor, and my grandfather was a deacon in the church, and he eventually became pastor as well. My mom was appointed pastor, and I had aunties, uncles, cousins, all of them in the church. Like, we all grew up in the church. We was gonna have a church. Whether anybody came or not, we was gonna have a church, because that's just how it was. You were gonna be the congregation, the you know, the siblings, the children, grandchildren, they were gonna be the congregation, whether nobody else showed up or not. Excuse me. You know, this was gonna be a church. Like, it was gonna be. So, you know, that's just a little bit of, you know, how I was raised in the church. And sometimes it does take a toll on you. Like, I'm not even gonna lie and say that, you know, when I was growing up, I always would say, oh, you know, when I get older, I'm not gonna make my kids go to church or anything like that. That's a lie. My kids went to church with me every Sunday up until our church was sold after my grandfather passed away. So, you know, we went to church. It was something that we did, and I love being at church. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they can get long-winded with the sermon, and you're just like, oh my God, can we end already? But life was not. I always say this because I noticed this about. People. A lot of people will always, like, when I started working or going to school and all that kind of stuff, like, there was never a point in my life where I was Miss Goody Two Shoe or anything like that. Like, I knew the rules, I knew things, and it wasn't in me to break those rules and, you know, be like everyone else. Like, it was never a time where I was like, oh, so and so. Like, I wasn't influenced by the masses, I would say. Like, I wasn't influenced by what other people were doing. Like, I wasn't one to be peer pressured into doing something that I didn't want to do. Yeah, sometimes I went along with certain things, but if I felt a certain type of way, and my mom tells me that it's a divine connection with the Lord, that if I felt a certain type of way, like, it was not for me, and I was going to tell you. Like, it was never a point where I was scared to say, no, I'm good, I'm not going, or, you know. But people would always say, like, even before I spoke, or before people got to know me, for some reason they would the light in me. Like, you know, I guess it was a certain way that I carried myself. Like, I'm the type of person that I'm really goofy, really outgoing, not so much outspoken, but I am outspoken. Like, I speak my mind. Sometimes I hold back. You know, everything is not to be said. So yes, I know when and where to say certain things. Some people have no filter. They say any and everything. And it wasn't like I was, oh my God, she had a baby, she's not even married. No, it was not like that, because I did have my daughter out of wedlock. So there you have it right there. But like I'm saying, like some people, like even my coworkers who became my friends, some of my best friends, they would just say, you have this aura about you. Like, you, before I even got to know you, like I knew that you were either, well, basically a church girl, basically. You gave off that church girl vibe. And it wasn't even because I carried my Bible to work, or I read my Bible at lunch, or anything like that. Like, I was, by all means, for my standards, normal. Like, you know, social media, hanging out, drinking, having a good time. But they would always say that, and I would tell my mom, like, I don't even be saying nothing to people, or, you know, I don't be trying to, I'm not the type of person that tries to beat you over the head with the word. Like, that wasn't me. So I would tell my mom, like, Mom, people at work will be like, oh, you got that church girl thing going. And I'd be like, I don't even say nothing to them half the time. Like, it's not like I call to the altar, the people of the church, and be like, oh, we're about to pray, or none of that. Like, they just be saying that, and she's like, it's in you. And whatever it is, they see it. It's in you, because you can't get rid of it. It's there. It's part of you. This is you. And I'm like, wow, you know, because you don't even think about it. Like, it's not something that you think about. Like, I just, you know, I didn't like to be called church girl. Even though I did go to church, even though I believed in God, even though I believed in the higher power, I didn't like to be called it, because I don't know, it just felt like, you know, people were saying certain things about it. It almost made it to where it felt like it was a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a bad thing to be a church girl. Like, people would say it like it was a bad thing. So I didn't want to be known like that. And not that I tried to hide it or anything like that. Like, I've always been myself. So it wasn't like I tried to hide it or anything like that. But at certain point in times where I would at a certain point in time, I would, you know, this is as I got older, you know, do things that would try to change my look or my way, because I'm like, what am I doing that gives off that vibe? Like, I didn't understand. And I didn't understand that it was in you. Like, it's in you. It's nothing that you're giving on the outside. It's all in you. Like, people can see that light. And I'm saying this to say that if you have that, there's nothing you can do to get rid of it. There's nothing you can change to get rid of it. People will see it. God will shine through you always. So no matter what you're doing, no matter if you're trying to change it, if you don't want to be known as a church girl, oh, you don't want to be known as this, it doesn't matter, because people are gonna see it, because it's in you. It's gonna shine from the inside out. It's gonna be there. It's nothing you can do about it. I really hate when people change lanes without their blinker. Like, they just smooth get over. But yes, so it's in you. And I learned that I had to actually learn that, because I would literally go to work and not say anything about my past, like, about my growing up or how I grew up, or I would literally go to work and not say anything. And then I could be talking to one of my, friends, because now we've become friends, talking to them. And, a lot of people ask me for advice. So, I give my advice. And I don't know, maybe people feel like my advice should have been, oh, let's go boom, boom, pow, or whatever. But that's not it. I'm like, you got to look at things in this manner. You got to look at things this way. Maybe it wasn't to hurt you, or, I'm always the one to think rational about it. Like, I'm not, sometimes I can be, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I can be ready to, let's go, oh, you needed to do it this way. But no, for the most part, it was, take a moment to think about it. Take a breath. Think about it first. Think about all, like me, I'm the type of person that if you tell me, let's go to a party. Let's go now, mind you, I live in California. Southern California. So let's just get that out of there. If somebody says, oh, Nicole, there's a party, let's go to a party. The person in me thinks, where's the party? Who's going to be at the party? Do we have to walk long blocks? Is it gonna be in the front or the back? Where, all these kind of things. I ask all these questions because I cannot just jump head first into something. Like, I don't want to be somewhere and you can't stop the inevitable. It's gonna happen. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. So it's not like something that you can stop, but I also want to have precautions, because I'm not crazy, and God didn't make me crazy, and He gave me a mind to think. So I'm not gonna go, oh, they telling me that it's a party and it's in a gang infested neighborhood, and I'm supposed to go chill and be comfortable at this party with people hanging out, and I have to walk down the block to get to my car and all this kind of stuff. No, we're not doing that. And that might be where people see, oh, no, because I'm not crazy. This doesn't have anything to do with being a church girl or anything. This has everything to do with Nicole's not crazy. And so I'm not finna sit here at this party thinking I'm comfortable, and these people may have shot up the block 2 weeks ago, or shot up somebody else's block 2 weeks ago, or anything like that. Like, no, I'm not doing that. That's not me. So I just say this to say, sometime we have a light in us that will show, and no matter what we do to try to cover it up, or try to hide it, or try to act like we're down and we are change it, it's there. There's no change in it. You can't change the inevitable. It's gonna be there. So be yourself. If people are gonna like you, they're gonna like you because of who you are. I don't want nobody to like me because I act like this person, or because I do what you do. No, like me for me. Like me because you enjoy my company, because you enjoy my personality, because you enjoy me as a person. I don't care. Like, Because at the end of the day, I'm the one that have to walk in these shoes. I'm the one that all the actions that I do is going to be tied to me, to my name. So I will try to do this every day, you know, car talk, car ride, just talking, you know, letting people know that you're not alone. Just be yourself. Be confident in yourself is mainly what it is. You got to be confident in yourself. If you're not confident in yourself, people are going to see that and they're going to be like, she don't even like who she is. Like, but yeah. So I say that, give me some topics. That was just an introduction of myself. Like I said, raised in the church. I'm a wife, mother. I have a lot of things. I have some story times, you know. Yes, I have some story times. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to talk about, what you want to hear. Some things that I can incorporate in this channel, because I'm trying to see where I'm going with this. This is just a talk channel. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your moment. Be blessed. Stay prayed up. Stay yourself. And it'll all work out. You are who you are because that's who you were destined to be. And make that person great. Work on you. Work on making yourself great. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about yourself. How can you make yourself great? How can you make yourself better? What can you do to better yourself, your circumstances, your environment, your, you know, what are you doing to make yourself great? That's what you worry about. That's what you be concerned about. Don't be concerned about what other people are doing and how they're doing it, because that's not for you. What's meant for you is for you. And when you find out what it is, nobody is be able to take it away from you, because it's yours. And it's up to you whether you're going to use it or let it just sit there. So that's why I have started to talk. Thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for if you made it to the end of this video. I hope that these numbers do okay. I will still keep trying, even if not, because it's what I was meant to do. Talk. I'm a talker. So thank you. Peace, blessings. Blessings to your family. If anyone is sick, I pray that they are healed. If anyone is going through something, I pray that they are brought out of that situation. I pray that the light within you shines bright. The flame that is your flame shines bright, and no one will be able to take that flame away. Peace and blessings, you guys.